Welcome into Red Empress Tarot. I'm Patty. I'm an intuitive, a reader, and a healer on the twin flame path myself, here to read you a message for your twin flame journey. I believe that if you have found this video and this channel, you've been guided to do so. If you love the content, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the tribe. Make sure that you tap into your intuition. Make sure that you are following your internal guidance. It's really important. And every thumbs up to the video is so valuable. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. And let's go ahead and get into the reading. Hi all, and welcome to your special edition pick a card reading for the full moon in Virgo. I usually don't do extra readings on the weekends. However, tonight is the full moon in Virgo, and I feel a really significant shift. I've been feeling it leading up this week. I've had some pretty phenomenal readings that came up in the last week, and I just feel like this full moon particularly is really bringing in some amazing shifts, and I just feel like there are things that we need to know. So I wanted to do a special reading. I did pre-shuffle this reading, and I recorded the shuffle, and I'm putting it at the end for those of you who want to watch how their cards came out. You can do that. I did just hit 500 subscribers last week. I am so grateful. Thank you for every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel and are building this beautiful, beautiful community. I could not be more happy to be part of something. It's amazing. We're building something really special here. I will be announcing the winner of the mini reading for my 500 subscriber giveaway with the mirror message tomorrow night, which is Monday night, or it'll come out Monday morning. But I will be announcing it then. So you have still a little bit more time. You can go back to last week's pick a card reading and just throw anything in the comments of that particular reading when I announce that I hit the 500 subscribers, and that enters you to win that little mini reading that I'm giving away. I give one away every 100 subscribers up to 1,000. When I go to 1,000, I'm giving away a full-blown reading, so that'll be a lot of fun too. Okay, those of you who are buying private readings, thank you so much. I do have a couple of slots. My time is pretty limited though, so if you want one, I do have a little bit right now available. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our options. We're asking Spirit, with this full moon in Virgo, with this shift happening in the Twin Flame Collective, there are urgent messages I feel like we need to know. There are things we need to know, and we're asking Spirit what those urgent messages for you are. I have 5 different options. I really felt like I wanted a good expanse for different people in different places, okay? We've got some different kind of groups within our wave, or our waves. I think that we could be hitting different waves of twin flames now too. So the first option, and I decided to use jewelry that I've made. I always use like a crystal, but my jewelry also encompasses crystal, so I thought, why not? I'm going to do that. So the first option is this Bronzite pendant. Okay, it's number 1. The second option are these onyx and leaf earrings. The third option, this is my personal talisman. It's the first point that I ever wrapped. This is a really special quartz. It's a Silverlight quartz. It's got some carnelian and some amethyst. The fourth one is this copper sterling and Sodalite necklace. Sodalite is also representative of the third eye chakra too, so that's just an aside. And then there's a chakra bracelet with all the chakra stones, and it's got lava in it as well. Okay, choose by the number, by the stone, by the piece of jewelry, whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. There's no right or wrong way. It's whatever pulls at you, okay? Pause the video if you need to. Join me Thursdays for the lives. I've just did another live that was a freaking blow your mind reading. I can't believe what came out. It was insane. I had probably half major arcana. Anyway, the lives are great. I'm answering free questions for, I think it's 5 more lives. So 5 more weeks, every Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Come on, I do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-in for the Twin Flame Collective, and then I answer questions afterwards. All the questions that are put up before 7:30 Pacific time will get answered no matter how long it takes me. Okay? All right, loves. I will see you in your option. Hello to everyone who chose option 1. That's this Bronzite Necklace. Let me set that aside. And let's get into your cards. So when I did the shuffle, I already called on Spirit, I've grounded, I've protected, and we're all set and ready to go. So, and remember, you can see the shuffle at the end of the video if you'd like to go back and look at that. Okay, so we've got the Hanged Man. What are the messages that you really need right now? We've got the Ace of Wands, 7 of Coins, which is 7 of Pentacles. We've got the 6 of Coins, which is the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles. Boy, there's a lot of Pentacles here. Strength. We've got the 8 of Wands. I'm going to move these over a little bit. And from the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck, we've got Spirit of the Clover. I don't think I've ever had that one before. Spirit of Time, also one I don't think I've ever had, maybe. Spirit of the Black Rose. And then from the Kipper deck, we got Occupation and Concern. Okay. Running out of room here. I'm going to have to double them up a little bit. You know what? I'm going to get to these at the end. Let's read what's out here first. I feel like these can be separate messages. So let's see. Urgent messages that option 1, the Bronzite, need to know for this full moon in Virgo. So with the Hanging Man coming out with the Ace of Wands, I see that there's someone that's still kind of hanging back. I'm getting like a hanging back energy, not coming forward yet for this new beginning. It's like the new beginning is scary to them. The Divine Masculine here in this connection, and Watcher, I don't know whether you're Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine, so I'm just going to not refer to you, but to the counterparts here. So the Divine Masculine in this connection is hanging back still because they're kind of afraid of the new beginning. I think they know it's going to be a fruitful connection. They know it's going to be something where they can grow with it. And I think they know that it's going to balance them out, but it's almost like they're not ready. They're not quite ready yet. And Hanged Man is like not the Hermit, okay? It's not like a long time out. And this particular Hanged Man, he's like an acrobat. Let me show you the card. And it's not Hanged Man, it's Hanging Man, which is a little bit different. So it's not like someone else hung him. He put himself there. He's an acrobat. It's like he's practicing for something. It's like he's practicing for something in this time. It's like he's perfecting his routine, right? He's perfecting his skills. And I think that speaks to why the Divine Masculine is hanging back right now. They haven't come forward. If you are in communication with your Divine Masculine, like good communication, if you're talking about the connection and union, this probably isn't your option, and I would choose another one because this one, Divine Masculine, is still hanging back. And they're kind of scared. They're afraid that they're not going to be on the Divine Feminine's level, and they've got to do some work. They've got to practice a little bit. They could be practicing what they're going to say. And like, I'm getting the picture of like coming up with scenarios that could happen and like trying to figure out all the right things to say in every scenario so they like have the bases covered because they want this new beginning. They want this passionate new beginning really. They really want it. With the King of Pentacles here, I mean, this person is grounded and stable and, you know, they're strong with the strength here. They've become strong. They know that being with the feminine, with this particular strength card, they know that with being with the feminine is going to set them free. You can see she's kind of removing the chain from around the lion's neck. It's like it's going to set them free. When they come forward, it's going to be with incredible energy. I mean, they really want to come forward with this Eight of Wands here. I don't see wanting to hold back for long. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of energy here. And this person has become strong. They want to set down roots. They want to be balanced in their connection. With the occupation here, I see this as well in the Hanged Man, the Hanging Man. It's like they're trying to perfect their craft of some sort. There's a lot of pentacles here too. It could be that they're trying to build their finances a bit as well. It's like concern and occupation came together. So it could be that they're feeling like they don't have quite enough, like they're not earning enough or don't have enough saved. And, you know, with all of this pentacles here, it could be that they're trying to build some finances up as well, or build their occupation. Maybe they're trying to get a better job or promotion or something like that. I feel like they want to put their best foot forward when they do come forward. And that's why they're kind of hanging back a little bit. Part of it is like, what, you know, how's the conversation gonna go, and how am I gonna cover all the angles? Whatever they could say, I want to have the best thing to say in response to that, like ahead of time. It's like almost not scripting it, but like practicing for sure. But they're really, I mean, King of Pentacles is a really beautiful energy for the masculine to be in, and the strength here. I see really good things. I don't see anything bad here. I just see them wanting, when they come forward, they don't want to fuck it up, right? They don't want to mess it up. They want everything to go really well. So with the Spirit of Clover here, it's luck, abundance, and summer, okay? You might be hearing from this person in summer. They might be working on their abundance, and then they'll feel ready about that time. I don't like to give timelines, but I'm feeling like that really could be the case. Right in the middle here. Right in the middle here. Spirit of time. There's a waiting period right now. There's a little waiting period with the Hanging Man, the Spirit of time. They're working on something. They're getting ready. That's like they're getting the offer ready, and it's not ready yet. I'm seeing someone like drawing up paperwork, like, you know, when you make an official offer for something, and it's like not finished. It's not finished. Spirit of the Black Rose, revenge, despair. I think they have a real concern that the Divine Feminine, they know that they did something to really hurt the feminine. They know that they did. So the concern here is right next to the Black Rose as well. In the past, I think they're kind of afraid that the feminine will want to retaliate or get back at them in some way, which is not a Divine Feminine thing to do. I think they're just not ready. They need to come to the place where they know that that's not the case. Because a Divine Feminine won't do that. You know, if anything, they'll say, you're not ready, or, you know, I needed to move on with my life, but they're not going to retaliate. And like the Divine Masculine knows that they hurt the Divine Feminine, and it's like they feel like it's their karma to receive something in return. I think they are a little bit afraid of that, and it's an unfounded fear. I have this card in one of my decks that just says unfounded fear, and I'm seeing that in my head. But I think that they are trying to put themselves together and make themselves the most attractive package possible. So the Divine Feminine will want to hear them out and consider them. They don't want to be rejected with this Black Rose. Okay, so let's see what we got from these. So we got the Island Time Wellness. We got the grass is greener, passing up options, too quick to decide, take time to know. Yeah, taking time. That first of all, when they left the feminine, they went somewhere else, and now they completely understand that with the grass is greener here, they completely understand that they chose the wrong path. Okay, and that might be part of why this Black Rose is here. Because they passed up on the Divine Feminine before, and they're afraid that the Divine Feminine is going to pass up on them now to kind of get back. Fake profile. I get that someone could be watching you from a fake profile somewhere. Get that real strong right here. That's just simply what that means. This person is watching you, whether you know it or not. They could be like just hiding under another name, hiding behind something, maybe even a business. But there's some way that they're watching you, so you can't know that they're watching you. Relational abuse. Notice the red flags that may be emotional, physical, sexual, financial in nature. Ask for help. Ask for help. Part of the issue here with all these pentacles, whoever, if the grass is greener and then this coming out, whoever they went to be with might have seriously taken abused them. They might have taken advantage of their generosity and really drained their finances, and they're just feeling like not enough right now. I'm getting that for sure. I feel like the karmic partner that they were with abused their generosity in some major ways, and really it's like it hurt their pocketbook with all these pentacles. This need for balance, occupation, concern, reckless. They know that they were reckless in the past. This person is realizing a lot of things. There's a lot of realization here. Taking out the trash, finally dumping that loser, cutting emotional ties. So this person that they were reckless with, that abused them, that they thought the grass would be greener with, no longer. Taking out the trash, right? That one's pretty clear. Okay, guys, so you have a karmic partner that's getting out of the picture, or is out of the picture. You have a person that wants to come, Divine Masculine wants to come in with communication. It's going to take a little waiting. They are really feeling like they need to build themselves up a little bit to be on your level. They are a little bit worried about retaliation. But this Divine Masculine has learned a lot of lessons. King of Pentacles status with the Strength. That's really good. I mean, they've got a lot of passion for you, and there is movement forward for sure. They want to come in quickly, but they're feeling like they have work to do, and that's probably correct. Okay? All right, option one. I hope that helped you for this full moon in Virgo. These are the shifts in your connection. All right, come join me on Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific for live. I would love to interact with you one-on-one. I'm really enjoying that. If you want a private reading, I do have a few slots available, not too many right now. Okay, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and move on. I love you guys. Thank you for letting me be part of your day, part of your journey, and I will see you next time. Hello to those of you who chose option 2. That's going to be this Onyx earring. Welcome. We'll set these aside, and we'll get into your reading. Okay. So I've pre-shuffled. You can watch the shuffle at the end if you'd like. There's so many decks and messages here that I just didn't want to take all that time in the reading. So you can go and see how your cards came out if you'd like. Okay, so let's see. I've already called on spirit, grounded, protected. I am going to ring the singing bowl just to clear the energy from the last reading. Okay, let's see. We're asking spirit, what are the urgent messages that you need to know with the shift happening with this full moon in Virgo? And remember, the messages are for you when you find them, not necessarily when I pull them. I'm pulling them tonight, which is February 27th, while the full moon in Virgo is happening. However, when you receive them, they're for you. Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. We've got the Page of Coins in reverse. And we've got the Ace of Swords. And I think I know who this reading is for. Well, at least one person. I just did a private reading and these cards came out these ways. Interesting. Okay. All right. Then we've got the Five of Cups. We've got the Ace of Swords again. We've got the Ace of Swords twice. And we got the Tower. So whoever this is resonating for, and it's going to be a group of people. It's not just one person, and I want to make sure and clarify that, but some interesting messages in this one. Okay. So we've got the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. We've got Spirit of the Wind, Spirit of the Cross, and from the Kipper deck, we've got Unexpected Income. We always love that. And we've got Great Fortune. Oh my God, whoever this is for, money is looking good for you. And this is not a finance read, but it never hurts for Spirit to bring in extra messages. I'm going to get these last, the Island Time Wellness Oracle. So let's read your tarot and these two oracles right now. Okay. Give me just a second. I want to really get a good grip on this. I mean, there's real disappointment here. There's a real feeling of sadness because an offer hasn't come in. Like this, there's someone here is really fixed on this particular cup, this twin flame. And they have other options, okay? With this Four of Cups, this person, whether it's the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine, I haven't decided yet, but this person is really, really focused on their twin flame connection, which is up here. It's not grounded yet. It's kind of ethereal. It's up in the air. Where the cups that are grounded here, they're not looking at them. There's an Ace of Cups and a Two of Cups. So there's choices in love, and there could be a new beginning in love for someone, but they're really, really focused on their twin flame. They're not looking at any of this other stuff. They're not interested. Look how that cup looks like it's on fire. It's like illuminated like flame. But the offer, okay, so I get, this could be mirrored energy is what I'm getting. I wanted to say it was Divine Feminine, but I also get Divine Masculine. I get mirrored energy. Both parties here are feeling sad because this hasn't grounded and manifested yet. The offer, this Page of Coins in reverse, it just hasn't come yet. Communication hasn't come. I don't think you're talking about, I don't know if you're talking in general at all, but you're not talking about coming back together. You're not talking about union and making a life together yet. But I think both people want to talk about that. Both people want that beginning, but it hasn't happened yet, and they're both sad about it. With the two Aces of Swords here, it's like communication needs to come in really bad. And we've got the Five of Cups between the two Aces of Swords, which tells me that this disappointment, the sadness over the spilled cups is mainly because of lack of communication. They don't have clarity from the other person. Neither person has clarity from the other person. But guess what? There is a tower coming. It's going to change all that. It's going to shake this up. This stuck energy, this no communication energy is going to change. Spirit of the wind. Look, doesn't that look like the lightning in the tower? We have the lightning in both cards. Doesn't that look like the lightning in the tower? Spirit of the wind is activity, movement, disruption. This is about to get shaken up. Spirit of the cross is about burdens, hardship, lessons. Look, the lessons are being learned. The lessons are being learned right now. And I think, you know, option 1 had a lot to do with finance as well. It had a lot to do with pentacles, with money. So if you're watching multiple options, if you were drawn to more than one, that there may be a reason, because there's a definite tie in here. Sometimes we're just on a parallel journey and have similar circumstances, but with unexpected income and great fortune, I get that this is the tower. Someone's financial situation is about to change dramatically, and that's going to shake everything up and change everything. This financial situation is what's been a stumbling block to communication. Look at these. They're right directly under both aces of swords. And the ace of swords is up here. These are here and I'm here. So these are a block between me and the ace of swords. They're a block between, and I'm a conduit for you. So look, the financial situation here has been a block. Okay, I see the block being lifted with some kind of revelation. Something is going to be happening that is going to bring in finances, and it's going to change everything in this connection. This is what's happening. This is a shift in the full moon in Virgo is bringing in. Okay, let's see what we got here. Patterns. Be aware of your dating patterns. Stop what doesn't work. Change your subconscious patterns. You know, it could be also that the divine masculine here needs to change their patterns when it comes to money. They need to stop letting money be the block. I'm getting to with the lessons, hardship and lessons coming out right next to this. I get that this, I mean, not only is the money going to come in and it's going to lighten everything, but they're going to learn some hard lessons from this. I get that divine masculine may have been like, for some reason, broke for a while. Maybe they lost some investments or something like that. Lost a job. I don't know what it is, but they learned a lot from that. And I think they're no longer going to have their worth or their ability to come forward tied to money. So not only is the money coming in, but they're going to learn the lesson about the money being, you know, not the most important thing. Leveling up. You deserve the best. Major improvement. Doing inner work. So leveling up. I'm not only leveling up financially, but learning the lessons. Really learning the lessons. Girl with popcorn. This is totally about the feminine kicking back and watching this all happen and not getting involved. That's what I'm getting here. It's like you're sitting back and you're letting masculine learn his lessons. Divine feminine, good job for not getting involved, not trying to fix it for masculine because it's not your job. It's a plan. Getting asked, okay. Getting asked out, text message, call with intent to date. Look what's coming after this tower. Communication. And not just any communication. I want to get together with you. I care about you. I date you. I want you in my life. Stork, new edition. Ideas manifested. Okay, here is a warning for you guys. If you do get together and you're not ready for a baby, take precautions. Okay? If you want one, that's good luck. Okay? But be prepared, be aware. Sleep on it. Think before you speak. Get rest. Don't sabotage. So when this communication comes in, think before you speak. Take your time in speaking. Take your time in answering. Take your time in asking questions. Don't just let it all babble out. Be thoughtful with this communication because it's really important. You don't want to get it wrong, okay? And patterns, we already had this. Just be aware. Was this in option 1? No, it couldn't have been. Yeah, change your subconscious patterns. We already looked at that. Okay, these are the shifts that are happening within your connection in the full moon in Virgo. This is what's being brought to you. I hope this has brought you a little bit of clarity and helped you out a little bit. Option 2, thank you so much for letting me be with you today in your journey, being part of that. Come join me on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'm answering questions free for the next 5 lives. So it's 5 more weeks. Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific. All the questions that go up by 7:30 p.m. Pacific will get answered no matter how long it takes. I do a reading first. And the reading, this last week's live, you guys might want to go back and look at it. It is flipping phenomenal. I don't think I may have done some good readings, but the cards that came out were amazing. Amazing. Really good things are happening in the collective right now. Anyway, thank you for being here with me. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you next time. Love you guys. Hello to everybody who chose option 3. That is this beautiful Silverlight Quartz pendant. It also has some carnelian and some amethyst. Let's get into your reading. I pre-shuffled, and you can watch the shuffle at the end if you want to see how the cards came out, but it's so long I didn't want to hold you up. Okay, so we're asking Spirit, in this full moon in Virgo, there's some big shifts happening, and we want to know what urgent messages you need to know for this shift, okay? So we've got the Strength card. We've got the 6 of Cups, which is my twin flame card. We've got the Queen of Cups. This is gorgeous so far. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the King of Swords. With this, oh, wow. How did they get mixed up like that? We've got the 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh, this is amazing energy. With the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck, we have Spirit of the Stone. And we have Spirit of the Staircase. And we'll look at all of these in a second. With the Kipper deck, we've got False Person. And we've got Message. Okay. The first thing that I see, I want to talk about the Kipper deck, and we'll get into these Island Time ones in a minute here. The first thing that I see, I want to caution you. If you chose this option, there could be, if you're not in contact with your person, there could be someone reaching out to you pretending to be your person with a message. Or there could be someone with bad intentions reaching out to you about your connection. One of those two things. It's either someone pretending to be your person, and I get it's a feminine energy. Okay? A feminine energy. Reaching out, pretending to, and you see the masculine in the back with the mask on. I see this feminine energy pretending to be your masculine and sending a message. So be really careful. If you get a message that feels out of character from your counterpart, just be careful in believing that message. Okay? The other scenario here, for some of you, it's somebody, maybe even the karmic partner or a friend that's karmic, a family member that's karmic, reaching out to tell you something about this connection. Be very careful what you listen to, because they're not being honest. With this false person, this is not an honest message. They're trying to manipulate the situation. Look how she's hidden behind that fan. Just be really careful about any messages that come in that are not, if you're not hearing your person's voice or seeing their face, be really careful what you believe. Okay? Not trying to be all Machiavellian about stuff, but that was like boom, right away, first thing I saw. So I feel like this is kind of its own message. Okay, so your person, what is happening in your connection? I think that one thing, that the first thing that came out was the Strength card. And then the Twin Flame card came out, the Six of Cups. And then the Queen of Cups. So let's talk about all of these together from the Tarot Grand Lux coming out together. Okay, so what I get from this is that these two counterparts in this connection have these twin flame counterparts. We've got the twin flame in the middle, right? The Six of Cups in the middle, have grown incredibly strong together. Look how they're in harmony here. See how has her hand on the lion's mane? The feminine and the masculine here are represented in the Strength card. And look at how there are these leaves kind of blowing in the wind around them. It's like everything that needed to fall away has fallen away. And they're now like in sync. I see divine feminine, divine masculine in sync, in harmony together. She's not trying to force his mouth open. She's not afraid of him. He's not roaring. I mean, there's no chains here. It's just harmony. And you can see in those leaves, just everything that's supposed to fall away from the connection is now falling away in this twin flame connection. I think both people are in this beautiful, nurturing, giving, loving Queen of Cups energy, which is one of the best energies in the deck. Both counterparts. This is a mirrored energy. This is a really, really good reading, guys. Other than this false, just be careful of this person, whoever this is. I don't trust that person. So with the Four of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Six of Wands, look, someone's really been holding back here. Someone's been holding back communication. And that's going to change, and it's going to bring in victory in this connection. This holding back of the communication is no longer. See, he's looking over here in the Four of Pentacles. He's looking over here at the Queen of Cups. He's looking at the situation. I see divine masculine like with his pentacles in his hands. He's looking over at what's happened in this connection. And it's like, maybe I don't need to hold on to these anymore. Maybe I don't need to hold back anymore. You know, I've been holding back for so long, but now I'm seeing what's been happening. It's like an epiphany. It's a realization of what this connection is, what it's about, and how much each person has grown together. Together separately, you know. You've grown in the 5D together, but in the 3D separately. This King of Swords here, this is maturity and communication. This is bringing in communication. This is speaking clearly, concisely, and knowing your mind. And you know, sometimes the King of Swords is about... Sometimes the King of Swords is cold and emotionless, but with the Queen of Cups here, I don't get that. I just get the clarity and communication, this clear, concise, ready to talk, mature. And this situation, when this communication comes in, this is going to bring an amazing victory in this connection. There have been so many delays in this connection. It's not even funny. I'm seeing like delay after delay after delay. Like, it's taken a lot of strength. I mean, this is right under strength. It's taken a lot of strength to get through this. This is not, look, if you're new at Twin Flame, if you're like just recognizing your Twin Flame or just finding out that you're on the journey, this isn't your option. This is for people that have been through the ringer in this twin flame connection already. And you've had a lot of strength, and you've withstood a lot of delays, a lot of longing, a lot of waiting, a lot of tough energy. Spirit of the staircase, though. Look, you guys took the long way. You didn't take the elevator, you took the stairs. But it was the right way. You didn't take the express elevator. You didn't skip any steps. You guys took every step that you were supposed to take, and you were ascending. You have ascended. It says ascension, progress, the long way home. You have made progress because you did it the right way. It was hard. I mean, all these delays, all this patience. But look how it's paying off. Expect communication in this one coming up. And I don't think it's forever off either. I'm not seeing years. I'm seeing weeks, months. Okay? I don't want to like put timelines in your head, because don't put a timeline in your head. Don't say it's going to be by the end of spring, or don't say it's going to be by June 1st or something like that, because look, that sets up an expectation in your head. And if there is any kind of delay, it's going to bum you out and lower your vibration. So don't do it, okay? Just know that you've both done the work, and this is coming. This is real. Be really, really careful, though, of any communication that comes in that's not like in person or over the phone or something, because you could get something, or there could be like someone coming in to tell you lies about your person or the connection. Try and dissuade you. You know, telling you this is a bad person or whatever. Don't believe it, okay? Let's see what we get from these. Talking again. Talking again. Speak, Divine Masculine. Speak. I'm on with Angie at My Ugly Truth Tarot. And she says that sometimes. So like this like makes me think of that. She's funny. I like her. Texting, reconnecting, talking again. The communication's coming. Exclusive. Commitment. Exclusive. No more third-party bullshit. Talking about an exclusive connection. This is coming. On guard. Competing for someone. Okay, so your person might be worried that they have to compete for you. But they're ready. Look at that. Look at that stance. Like, no one's standing in my way. Your person, I'm getting the Divine Masculine may be worried that the Divine Feminine has moved forward and is with someone else or dating someone else or something. Look, he's going to fight for you. Absolutely. He's not happy about it, and he's like, no, mine. I get that. Rocking it, being yourself, confident, loud and proud, hitting the right note, harmonious. Rocking it. You guys are both going to be rocking this connection. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is such a great option. All of you that chose the Silverlight Pendant option 3, this is gorgeous reading. And I see this on guard came right on top of this false person. So again, watch for weird communication. Don't believe the weird communication if it comes, okay? Just literally brush it off like it's nothing. Don't let it affect you. Don't let it affect your connection. You worked too long and hard for this. Don't let someone's low vibing bullshit screw it up for you, okay? You have your heads up. This is your heads up about that. That's why we watch these readings. So we have a little bit of forewarning about things that could happen. So we can change how we react. Or we can change what we do. You can only affect yourself, right? You can only change what you do. This gives you the heads up to kind of prepare yourself for what may come ahead. Very nice. Thank you, option 3, for being with me today, for letting me be part of your journey. This is awesome. You can go watch the shuffle at the end if you want. Join me at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Thursdays. I'm doing lives where I answer questions at the end. Everyone that's logged in, when I call out your name, when your question comes up, will get their question answered as long as you get it up on the board by 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. I have 5 more lives where I'm doing free questions, okay? Alrighty. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Take care. Welcome to those of you who chose option 4. That's this Sodalite copper and sterling necklace. Let me go ahead and show it to you again. There it is. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. And we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. I've already called on spirit, grounded, protected, everything we need. The shuffle is at the end. I didn't want to take up all your time because there's a lot of decks in here. So you can go and watch how your cards came out if you'd like to at the end of the reading. The timestamps will be in the description. We're asking Spirit, with this full moon in Virgo, what is shifts are happening? What are the urgent messages that you need for these shifts? What do you need to know about what's going on? We got the 8 of coins, which is the 8 of pentacles. We've got the moon. We've got the 8 of swords. So we've got 2 8s. We've got the 7 of cups. We've got the 9 of wands. Let's see, we make a little room here. We've got the 10 of pentacles. And we have the 6 of cups, which is my twin flame card. Okay, from the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck, we've got the Spirit of the Child. We've got the Spirit of Fire. And we'll go through all these as soon as I get everything out. From the Kipper deck, we have Community. And we have Family Room. That's interesting. And we'll get into these in a second from the Island Time Wellness. Okay, what do we have? Shifts happening with this full moon in Virgo. What do you need to know? What are the urgent messages from Spirit? Okay. Immediately, I'm going to switch these around. I'm seeing just from the oracles here, someone is dealing with children and family, okay? And this is a really, really important piece of your connection, is children and family, with Family Room, Community, and Spirit of the Child. Also, in my 6 of Cups, I'm called to these 2 children in the 6 of Cups card. Okay, someone in this connection really wants to work on the connection, but they're not seeing things clearly yet. I don't think either counterpart is seeing everything clearly yet in this option, if you chose the Sodalite. The Divine Masculine here is really focused on money. He's not focused on the connection. He feels like he doesn't have enough information. And he doesn't know which way to go with it. So it's like, because of the confusion, and we've got the 7 of Cups and the moon here, because it feels like things are hidden and there's a lot of confusion, he feels really stuck. He's just like throwing himself into work. We've got at extreme end here, we've got Divine Masculine working on money, and we've got the Twin Flame card way on the other side of the reading. So he's very removed from the connection right now. This feels like a collective, a wave in the collective that is maybe more mid-journey. This doesn't feel like the collective that's coming right into union. If you feel like that's at the tip of your tongue, like it's right there, this might not be your option, because I'm really feeling like This particular one, there's still kind of a lot of work to do, which is okay because we all have to go through these phases. Your person is very, very involved in being a provider for family right now. In this option, they're putting all of their effort and work, their passion, their creativity, their spark is all being funneled into children and family right now. They feel fairly removed from their twin flame. There's a lot of confusion. They don't feel like they can move right now. They're very defensive about their situation. I think they know with the Ten of Pentacles and the Six of Cups here, they do know that their twin flame is their happiness. They know that the Divine Feminine, they could have this gorgeous, beautiful life with them. But they feel stuck with this Eight of Swords in this other family situation right now. They don't feel like they can move to this. I feel like they'd like to slip this Ten of Pentacles here and blend these families. I don't feel like they can yet. They're very defensive about it. This is a Divine Masculine who does have a lot of spark. They may be creative. They may have like a job where they have a creative job of some sort. They could be a writer. They could be an artist. They could be a graphic designer. I don't know, anything where they're coming up with ideas or creating it. I'm getting maybe advertising agency. I'm getting all kinds of different things here. Writer. I'm getting writer. Literature could be in the publishing industry, something like that too. Something with books. It could be someone that teaches something creative as well. But I'm getting them being fairly removed from this connection right now. They feel like there's too many unknowns. Let's see what we get from the island time. They have trust issues. They're not trusting the connection yet. They don't feel like it's justified to leave their family situation for this connection right now. Their core values, they're seeking partners whose core values align with their own. I think they really understand that the Divine Feminine aligns with their core values better than the situation that they're in. But they still don't feel like they can make that move. Shy, nervous, too nervous to ask, too nervous to talk. They're probably not talking to you at all right now because they're very confused. This is the person that maybe isn't even in the dark night of the soul yet. I don't know. Just so done. I mean, with they really feel mentally, emotionally tapped out right now. Look at this person, their head on the desk, like. It's like he's been working. He just puts his head down like he's the provider, right? And he really, his worth is tied up into how he provides for his family and his home. He's really tired. He's depleted. This situation that he's in, not his children, but the situation that he's in, is he a single father or is he in a relationship where he's not getting what he needs from the relationship, but whatever he's in right now is depleting him. It's not re-energizing him the way it's supposed to. In a good relationship, we have give and take. And so, yes, you may put a lot out and you may become drained, but your partner fills you back up. I don't feel that here. This person is not being filled back up. They're not emotionally fulfilled. They're not mentally fulfilled. Nothing like that. It's literally duty. This person is very duty bound. It's a good person that feels like they've made this life and now they have to live it, and they're going to have to go through their lessons to learn that the best example as a parent that you can show is to be happy in your relationship, because you want to show your children what a healthy, happy relationship looks like. So when they go out, you're modeling that. So when they go out to find their partner, they find someone healthy. they find a healthy dynamic. If you show them an unhealthy dynamic, if you're staying in it for the kids but you're miserable, unfortunately they're going to absorb that, and that's going to affect the partner that they choose in the future. So you've got to model the healthy thing, but this person needs to learn that lesson yet. They haven't learned that lesson yet. They're still in the point where they're feeling like, I made this family, and regardless of whether this relationship fills me up or not, I have to stay in it because I'm the provider, I'm responsible. Wicked, mischievous, naughty, harmful. This person still feels like if they left this situation, it would be harmful, and it's coming right on top of family room and community. Yeah, your person doesn't want to be bad. He doesn't want to be an asshole and abandon the kids, but he's got to come to the realization. It could be he or she, guys. I'm just saying he because it's divine masculine we're talking about. Whether they're male or female bodied makes no difference, but this person is the provider. And they feel like if they were to leave this relationship, that the children would suffer and then they would be the bad person. Maybe even their partner could be a soulmate partner, that's there to teach them a lesson and not a bad person, but not fulfilling either. Okay, option 4, that's what we got for you. I hope this has helped you a little bit. Thank you for letting me be part of your journey. I know it's a tough one, but chin up. You don't get this journey. You don't recognize your twin flame unless you're strong enough to go through it. That's the truth. Okay? If it didn't resonate, feel free to check out one of the other options. That's how you hone your intuition, is by doing that. I go live on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Come join me. I do a Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine check-in. And then I answer questions at the end. For the next 5 lives, I'm answering free questions. So anyone that gets a question up by 7:30 Pacific, if they're present when I call your name, when your question comes up, I answer your question. Okay? Love you guys. You have a beautiful night. Take care, and I will see you next time. Hi all that chose option 5, the Chakra Bracelet. Welcome to your reading. Okay, let's go ahead and move these out and we'll get your reading started. So I've already called on spirit, grounded, protected, and we're ready to go. You can watch the shuffle at the end of the video if you want to see how your cards came out. I was just trying to save you some time. I used so many decks that it would have been a long shuffle. So we're asking spirit, with this full moon in Virgo, the shifts that are happening, what are the urgent messages that you need to know about what's going on in your twin flame connection? And we've got the 9 of Cups, beautiful. We have got the Chariot. We have got the Wheel in reverse. And we have got Temperance. We're getting a lot of major arcana here. We have got the Knight of Swords. We have got the Queen of Cups. And we have, wow, I've got a lot of tarot here. Okay, we've got the 2 of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. And we've got the 3 of Pentacles. I did not mean to pull that many tarot, but that's what came out. That's what we took. Okay, and so the Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck, we've got the Werewolf Spirit. And we've got the Spirit of the Enemy, or Envy, excuse me. Spirit of Envy. And then with the Kipper deck, we got Expectation, which is interesting next to Envy. Okay, and then we'll get into the Island Time in a minute here. So let's look and see what you got. So we got the 9 of Cups coming out next to the Chariot. And this is a really, really intense Chariot. I want you to see it. And I want to look at this 9 of Cups a little more closely too, because this is significant. My cat fell. My daughter made me that. It's her little cartoon character that she draws. So cute. Okay, Lucky. His name is Lucky. And he fell on the 9 of Cups. And look at that. If that isn't a lucky feeling guy. So let's look at that 9 of Cups. So he's got 1 cup in his hand. He's got the Ace of Cups in his hand. He's got another Ace of Cups here. He's got another Ace of Cups here. And he's got a 3 of Cups there. And a 3 of Cups on the shelf up here. Huh. All right, this person in the past, and I'm getting, especially with the 3 of Cups really faded in the background here, this person in the past, you probably had several starts and stops with. False starts, right? Start in love, and then someone came between your connection. Start in love, someone came between your connection. I get with the 3 of Cups, a third party interference. And it could be like, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It could be like a family member. It could be, a child can be a karmic. You know, you're, you know, and I don't mean to say it like, you know, you want to outgrow your child or something like that, but that it can be a karmic relationship. So a mother-in-law can be a karmic, like, you know, if you're widowed or something like that. There's all kinds of scenarios for karmics, but I see these stops and starts going on in this connection in the past, but I see that faded into the past. And now this person has matured to the point where they have this cup in their hand and they're ready to give it to you. And they feel like they have it all now. They feel like they've like really grown, is what I'm getting. And with the Chariot here, this is a really intense Chariot. Look at the horses there. Look at them. Look at how they're raring to go. They're just like barely being held back. So I get that the masculine in this connection, doesn't matter whether they're male or female, but the masculine energy in this connection is really ready to move. But the wheel is stuck here. It's like the wheel is in reverse, so like it's not happening yet. And then Temperance here, there's some patience needed. Like he really wants to come in with this communication with this Knight of Swords. I really see like wanting that. Let me look at the Knight of Swords a little more closely. Right? All these purple and blue. This card is very, very purple and blue. So purple represents your crown chakra and blue represents your, this particular blue represents your throat chakra. Not your, sometimes blue is third eye, but this is throat chakra on this one. So it's like there still needs to be some downloads, like with the crown chakra is not all the way open up, so you're not getting all the downloads from spirit yet and not able to speak yet. It's like really wanting to come in, but with this blue, it's like the throat chakra needs to open up. And it's going to take some time for that to happen. It hasn't happened yet. Like the divine masculine over here in the end is seeing the divine feminine in the Queen of Cups. Beautiful, nurturing, but she's looking away from him. She's looking away from him. He's like pointed this direction toward the divine feminine, but the feminine energy here is looking away, and her cup is in her hand pointing away from him. In this option, I see that divine feminine may have moved on with another person, maybe to a soulmate energy, or maybe she's dating or something, but I see her offering her cup out this way to someone else. And I think she's got her back turned on this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is pointed the other direction, unable to talk. It's like it didn't come in. You know, the divine masculine now is like wanting to come in with horses blazing, but for a long time he couldn't speak. He was feeling like he was stuck in this it's not time thing. And divine feminine got tired of waiting, and she offered her cup out. Or is offering her cup out. She's either dating or seeing someone else. in this one. And that's not a bad thing. That was her job, to move on with her life when he was stuck. This wheel in reverse. But now, you know, he's out of this stop and start energy and really ready to move forward. But here's Divine Feminine over here not looking. And the wheel is stuck in this connection. The spirit of the werewolf, I mean, he has a lot of desire. He's really feeling a lot of like wild desire for the feminine now too. And you know, the spirit of envy, he's feeling really miserable. Look at this, discontent, miserable. Over this, he's jealous of Divine Feminine having moved on. He's jealous. Absolutely, between this werewolf and the envy, right under Divine Masculine there. This is what's going on right now. Expectation. We've got expectation, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. We've got the Ace, 2, 3 in Pentacles. That's progression, instability. This expectation here, this is Divine Feminine. Look at her watching out the window. Look at how long she watched out the window, sitting there waiting for Divine Masculine to come, and he didn't come, and he didn't come, and he didn't come. It's what caused her to turn away. He didn't speak, he didn't come. He was off doing what he needed to do. And with Temperance, though, here, and with the Knight of Swords, I'm getting that a lot of the delay was in his head. She had to have a lot of patience, and her patience ran out. But what I'm seeing here, ending this up, we've got the Ace, the 2, and the 3 of Pentacles. That's progression in foundation, in stability. Divine Masculine, even though he's jealous, he understands that he has to bring stability in before he can come talk to her. He has to show her that there's not going to be any more in and out energy. That he's, this cup that he's offering now is the genuine one. In order to get her to turn around and offer his cup to him. He understands that this progression in stability is needed. He can't just come in and say, hey, I'm ready now. He has to show her. It's actions, not words. She's not going to take words anymore. He has to show her. Absolutely has to show her. Let's see what we get from here. Finger pointing. Our partners reflect our wounds. Our relationships mirror what we are. Look at what's happening now. The tables have turned. The tables have turned. And look at the finger. I'm going to put it right between. Divine Masculine is now pointing the finger at Divine Feminine. What are you doing? You're putting me in a third-party situation. When for so long he was putting her in them. Now that she waited so long. Look at her patiently waiting, and finally the patience ran out, and she realized that it was her job to remove her energy from this situation so he could heal. He could heal that player energy, that in and out energy. And now that she has turned her back on him and the connection, and it's not so much that she doesn't love him, I'm not saying that, but she's moved on with her life because she was supposed to. She wasn't supposed to be in this waiting energy. It's really unhealthy. This expectation is really, really unhealthy for Divine Feminine. You can't be in this energy. As long as she was in this energy, he was never, that 3 of Cups was never going to fade to the background for him. He was never going to have that genuine Ace of Cups for her. But now that it's happened, now that she pulled her energy away, removed her energy, and is going on with her life and putting it maybe in other places with other people, he's really jealous. And he's saying, look, you know, you didn't want me to be in a third party. Why are you putting me in one? But when the reality is, she waited a long time for him to come and he didn't. So now, Divine Masculine, it's up to him to prove that, you know, if she comes back, if she turns back around, that he's not going to take off again. The unsaid, showing I love you, without saying it. Showing I love you without saying it. He has to show it now. The words aren't enough anymore. He must show it. Who walks who? Control and power issues. Resistant. It's the tables have turned. Divine feminine, divine masculine had all the power for a long time. She waited while he did what he wanted. He had the power and the connection. But now there's been a reversal. And now the tables have turned. And divine feminine has gone on. And now she is the runner and he is the chaser. Until he balances it out and shows her that she can turn back around safely. So that's what's happening. Option 5, if you chose the chakra bracelet in your connection. If this didn't resonate, feel free to check out one of the other options. This is how you hone your intuition. It's totally okay. They've all been very different. The first 2 had real similarities, but all the other ones have been different. Okay, thank you for letting me be part of your day and your journey. I love working with you guys. This is wonderful for me to be able to come on here and give you some clarity. I hope you take this heads up and use it to your best advantage to do what's best for you in your connections. So I'm coming on live Thursdays, 6 p.m. Come check it out. I'm answering one free question. Hold on, before I finish that. So every time one of these is really out of balance at the end of the reading, I like to mention it. So this one, which represents your root chakra, was out of kilter. Okay, so do some root chakra clearing. It might really, really help you. If you don't know how to do that, you can go onto YouTube and search root chakra clearing or chakra clearing music. Listen to that for a little bit. That's all you have to do. It's very simple, but it could really, really help you. But I would definitely recommend some root chakra clearing for you guys. Anyway, I was saying lives Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I come on, I do a divine masculine, divine feminine check-in. And then I'm answering a free question for anyone that's logged in at the time that I call you. You put your question up and I just take them in order. As long as your question is up by 7:30 Pacific time. If you're there when I call you, I will answer all the questions. As long as it takes. So, and for the next 5 lives, I'm doing free questions. All right. Thank you guys. I love you and I'll see you next time. Hey all, welcome to the shuffle for this reading. We're asking Spirit, what urgent message do you need to know right now with this full moon in Virgo? There's a big shift happening right now, and this full moon is really bringing something with it. So I wanted to do a special reading. I usually don't do readings on Sundays, but I just felt really called to do this particular reading. I'm going to use a bunch of different decks. And yeah, I'm pre-shuffling because I'm using so many decks. I don't want it to be super long for each reading. So y'all can watch the shuffle here at the end rather than watching it in each option. If you want to do that, if you want to see how the cards came out. Okay. Spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, protectors, thank you for being with me here today and always as I read for the Twin Flame Collective watching this video. Let me be a clear and accurate channel for all messages that come out, and let all of those messages be for the highest good of all parties involved. Okay, option 1, the Bronzite Necklace. Option 1, the Bronzite Necklace. Urgent messages for the watchers with this full moon in Virgo. And remember, the readings are for you when you get them. I'm pulling it now. Tonight, this is the 27th of February, 2021. Tonight right now is the full moon in Virgo as I pull this. It just started. And so, it's powerful right now. But when you receive the message, you're meant to receive the message. Let me have one more card, please. One more card. One more card for option 1's the Bronzite. Urgent messages pertaining to this shift happening with this full moon in Virgo. All right, you get 2. Okay. Urgent messages for option 2. That's the Onyx Earrings. Option 2, the Onyx Earrings. This full moon in Virgo. This full moon in Virgo. Urgent messages that the watchers of option 2 need to hear. Urgent messages that the watchers of option 2 need to hear pertaining to shifts happening with this full moon in Virgo. Okay. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz Pendant. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz Pendant. What does the watcher need to know? Urgent messages for the watcher. Urgent messages for the watcher. Urgent messages for the watcher. Full moon in Virgo. Option 3, Silverlight. Whoa, forward movement in option 3 for sure. That's just a little side message if you happen to be watching that shuffle. Oh my God, there's a lot of energy here. I can't take 20 cards, guys, but there's a lot of energy here in option 3. Whoa, something flipped. Okay, I'm just going to take that card. One more, please. One more. One more for option 3, the Silverlight Quartz. Okay. Option 4, the Sodalite. Oh, whoa. Okay. Option 4, the Sodalite. Okay, there's something flipped. It's 2 flipped. Okay. Option 5, the Chakra Braelet. It's lava with chakra stones. Option 5, the Chakra Braelet. Urgent messages. Urgent messages pertaining to the full moon in Virgo. Urgent messages pertaining to the full moon in Virgo with a shift that's happening. Okay, that's everything there. Okay, so we're done with the Tarot Grand Lux. Let me put that up. Clarifying with the Illuminated Tarot. Option 2. I don't know to say clarifiers, messages. Okay, we're looking at option 1, I'm sorry. Option 1, the Bronzite Necklace, option 1. Messages, urgent messages, option 1, the Bronzite Necklace. Some forward movement there as well. And option 1. Option 1. Any other messages in this deck for option 1? Any other messages in this deck for option 1? Any other? Okay, wow. Okay, what am I supposed to take here? I got 3 stacks. Okay. All right. Option 2, the Onyx Earrings. Option 2, the Onyx Earrings. Option 2. Any messages here? Urgent messages with the shift happening with the full moon in Virgo. Is there one more for option 2? Yes. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz Pendant. Option 3, any urgent messages from this deck? Any urgent messages from this deck? Any urgent messages from this deck? Any urgent messages from... Okay, that and that. Option 4, the Sodalite. Sodalite Necklace. Option 4, urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 4, wow. Option 4, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 5, the Chakra Braelet. Messages, okay. 2 there. Option 5, the Chakra Braelet, urgent messages pertaining to the full moon in... They all flipped back over. Option 5, any messages pertaining to the full moon in Virgo. That is a lot of cards. Am I supposed to take all 4? Yes. Okay. Spirits of Darkness and Light Divination deck. 1 or 2 cards, please. Any messages? Any messages? Option 1, the Bronzite. I'm going to go backwards. Option 5, the Chakra Braelet. Option 5, the Chakra Braelet. Option 5, is there any message? Okay. And that one. Okay. Option 4, the Sodalite. Okay. And that one. That was fast. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz. Any messages? Any messages, urgent messages with this full moon in Virgo? Option 3, the Silverlight. Option 3, the Silverlight. Silverlight Quartz. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz. Again, forward movement. Option 3, the Silverlight Quartz. Option 3, the... Okay. Option 3, okay. Option 2, the Onyx Earrings. Option 2, the Onyx Earrings. Any messages, urgent messages to do with the full moon in Virgo, the shift happening. Option 1, the Bronzite. Option 1, the Bronzite Necklace. Any urgent messages to do with the full moon in Virgo? Any messages to do with the full moon in Virgo? It's option 1, but it is the Bronzite. What did I drop on the floor? Okay, take them both. All right. Kipper deck. This is why I'm doing the shuffle at the end, because it's a lot. Where am I starting? Option 3. Option 3. Any messages? Urgent messages to do with the shift in the full moon in Virgo. Option 3. Silverlight. Any urgent messages from this deck? Any urgent messages from this deck? Any urgent messages from this deck? Wow. Option 2, any urgent messages from this deck having to do with the shift? Okay. Option 1, any urgent messages having to do with the shift, the full... Okay, why are they coming up flipped like that? It's crazy. Okay. Anything else? Nothing else. Option 4, any messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Those 2. Option 5, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 5, any messages from this deck having to do with the full moon in Virgo. That one. Anything else? Anything else? No. Okay. Option 5, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 5. Option 4, any urgent messages. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. It's too many. But this one was just on top of the deck flipped. I'm going to take that one, but not all those. Option 4. Okay. Okay. Option 3, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 2, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 2. Option 2. Option, oh, right there. Okay. Option 1, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Last deck. Option 2, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 2. Option 2, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 4, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 5, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 5, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. No. Option 1, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Option 1, any urgent messages having to do with the full moon in Virgo. Well, option 3, any urgent... Wow, that's a lot. What do I do with these? What do I do with these? Okay. All right. Let me set that aside here. Okay, we have our shuffle. We'll go ahead and flip back up to the reading.